I want to start off by giving all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. I say double honors and give double honors to the apostles and the bishop elders at GREATMILLSTONE for teaching us the word and truth and sincerity and for ruling well. And salutations to my fellow aunties across the football of the globe for preaching and prophesying in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Shai. They get 2nd Ezra 9 verse 1. Bible Bishop.
This is 2nd Ezra the 9th chapter in the 1st verse. It reads, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made."
Right, so how do you measure the time? Through the prophets, through the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. You see what's going on in the world. You might look at world news, you might look at the local news, but you might look at different articles that the Spirit had you come across in your daily life, and then you'll see what's happening, and you're like, wait a minute, that link up with the precept. Hold on, Slot. And you get St. Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. 26, St. Matthew 24 and 6. So you see these different things that are be happening in the earth that are, oh, the brother won't get it. No. You see the things that are going to happen. You get Jeremiah where it says the prophet before we had right.
This is Matthew 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Yeah, so you're gonna hear rumors of wars. Like right now, you're talking about Russia's gonna go to war with America, China's gonna go to war with America. All these different nations are actually gearing up for war. They're preparing for war. They're exercising. There's a lot of mass exercises going on in the Chinese Sea, the Sea of China, whatever. There's a lot of off the coast of Hawaii, okay, that you don't hear about. They don't publicize in the news. Mind you, these are the same people that exercising together gonna be going to war with one another, because war is a big fear. First and foremost, it's the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. Okay. Secondly, these super elite, that's how they prepare. They got both sides in their pockets. Okay, and they're going to use it to cause worldwide instability, okay, economic instability, food insecurities. All these things are going to play a role. And you're hearing about the rumblings of it. So you're going to hear rumors of war. And go read it again.
This is Matthew 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled.
See that ye be not troubled, because you'll see that the average individual will see something like that going on, especially if you invested in this world. And you'll be like, oh man, I gotta do this, I gotta get my money out of the bank, I gotta go do this, I gotta go do that. No, you don't be troubled, because these things are supposed to happen. This is a part of prophecy. Okay? What is the prophecy? It's the things that's spoken about before they happen. Okay?
For all these things must come to pass.
They must come to pass. Why? So the prophecy can be fulfilled. Okay? You see Jake, you find out you're an Israelite, and you find out who the Edomites are, you want to wipe them out. Nah, they got to do their thing. They got to be allowed to fester and to grow, you know what I'm saying, and to do their wickedness so that what? Prophecy can be fulfilled. It's not about our will, it's about the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. Go ahead.
But the end is not yet.
But the end is not yet. So you hear these rumors, and you think, oh, this is it. We about to get out of here right now. Nope. Other things got to happen. What's a major event that got to happen? The MOTB got to be pushed on the people mandatorily, man. Just like that juice was made mandatorily, pushed on people, and they showed you the example of it. In the beginning, it was about convenience. Oh, just do it right now, and you'll be able to get in the air. Then they try to spruce it up. They try to give you lottery tickets. They try to give you free food, Shake Shack, basketball, anything to get you enticed to take the juice. And then it got to a point where it's like, look, they try to play. And it was quick. They was like, look, man, we ain't gonna be playing these games. Either get it, or you ain't gonna be able to do this, that, and the third. That's gonna be the same way with the chip, but on a higher level, man. Because the world that we live in today is governed by finances, man. Everything you do in your life it revolves around a financial transaction. Whether you buying something, whether you selling something. You get sloppy. You got something, right? Okay, you got something over?
Yeah, I got something real quick. This is Proverbs 14 and 2. 12. Proverbs 14 and 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof of the ways of death.
Exactly, because men out here think that they know the right thing to do. So we're talking about prophecy, but you like, nah, I got these investments going on, I got this, that, and the third going on in the world. Whatever you talking about, that's null and void. But in the end, whatever you do, however you invested in this world, it's going to revolve around that chip, and you're going to be destroyed. So men think that they know the better way. There's always a better route according to you. But in reality, the only way is the way of Yahweh Shah. Okay? Anything else, because Yahweh Shah is going to lead you to life. Anything else going to lead you to death. Finish it off.
Yes. Matthew 24, verse 7. And the nations shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
And you see that. You've been seeing that. I would say you've been seeing that for the last decades. These different nations. I think like a few years ago, Greece was up in the uproars, man. What shit? Early this year, not even like 3-4 months ago, Paris was up in arms, man. They were fucking shit up. You know what I'm saying? At first they were protesting, they were trying to be peaceful, but the man wasn't trying to listen to them, so they started getting violent, man. Now you don't hear nothing about Paris. Everything's supposed to go back to normal, man. But these nations, they're getting riled up all across the earth. Or what? Like last year, Sri Lanka was in a fucking uproar because their government was super corrupt. You know what I'm saying? And then people ran up in the government buildings, in the government mansions, start swimming in their pools, doing all that shit, man. Shit is really getting real. But just because like the tides of the water, man, they ebb and they flow. They come in hard, they go out soft. Come in harder, they go out soft. They come in soft, they go up and come back, go out hard, man. And that's the time that we're living in.
This is Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
And the civil war is coming, especially here in America. This is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. You got Republicans, you got Democrats, you got liberals, you got conservatives, you got people that's about gun violence, people that's not about gun violence. There's a lot. Gun ownership. And non-gun ownership. You got a lot of splits going on. You got heterosexuals against homosexuals. You got men against women. Hey, the Lord's going to put a spirit of division in this place. There's a great spirit of division that's already here. You know what I mean? And then add on top of that, you got racial instability, man. Racial divisions, man. A lot of you hanging out with these Edomites and these other nations. You think, when I say you, I'm talking about the people on the side here, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you think it's all good, man. But wait till them racial lines get drawn, man. It ain't gonna be cool no more. Becky ain't gonna be your best friend. Todd and Chad ain't gonna be your buddy. Okay? Xi Jinping ain't gonna be your buddy. These motherfuckers gonna be warring with you, man. And guess what? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you're gonna be made to face of everything that's wrong with this world, man. Just like they did with the Jews, man. Oh, the people that's extremely vulnerable. You're the reason why this shit is spreading. And then they'll show some niggas that just don't give a fuck about anybody else's personal health, man. Huh? Yeah, we're gonna finish it off, brother. Go ahead. You done with that?
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
So this is Matthew 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
And you seeing that with these different nations, they want to go to war with each other, man. They want to, hey, what we got? The BRICS nations, man. What is that? Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, man. And then now you got a multitude of nations that's begging to be a part of the whole BRICS nations right now, man. And what are they going to do? They're going to economically go against America. They're going to they want to create their own currency, which is going to be a digital currency, right? To try to defeat the U.S. hegemony, because the U.S. hegemony stops them from trading, especially in oil. Oil is a big commodity in the world, man. Shit, I would say it's next to gold. You know what I'm saying? And these nations, they're like, look, we can trade with each other in our own particular currencies, man. And we ain't gotta use America. So nation is coming against nation. Go ahead.
And there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
There shall be famine, pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. That shit happens every day. You can go on earthquake trackers. There's always earthquakes happening, man. Just because they ain't at a magnitude that you can feel, don't mean it's not happening. But last year, he had the whole shit in Turkey. Ain't nobody talking about Turkey right now. But guess what? At the time, it was crazy. Because they even said that earthquakes not typically known to happen in that area, especially at that magnitude. And it destroyed a lot of people. A lot of people got put to death. A lot of people lost their homes. Okay, you got famine going on. Even as we speak, just because you're in America, you can get a cheeseburger at 3 o'clock in the morning, don't mean that you can go to Djibouti and get the same thing. There's people out here starving. But guess what? You ain't gonna recognize the famine until it hits you. As the scripture says in 2 Ezra 16, it says, many that dwell upon the earth shall what? Die of famine. Yeah. And if the famine don't get you, the sword gonna get you. So we see that right now. But it's gonna be on a higher level. It's gonna be on, especially once it hit America, that's when it means it's on a higher level. Because America is what you would call a first world country. Everybody wanna come here. You got the migrants here now. You got Jake from down south coming up to America. They push them into these eastern cities, man. What the Mayor Adams said, he's gonna allow you to $150 a day just to let some fucking Jake live in your house, man. Now it sound good, but I ain't letting them niggas in my crib. You know what I'm saying? You wake up, motherfucker, your shit is missing, gone. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking Jake,
Nigga hope you look for it.
yeah, look at that shit. This nigga got it in his back pocket, man. You don't know these niggas, man. But you, people with the money. You talking about $150 a day? That's a lot of money for some people.
Yeah.
Not for me. Fuck you, man. You're not coming to my house, man. Fuck you, man. I don't know you. That was doing that, brother?
Yeah, that's verse 8. That's it.
Bring it out.
So verse 8. All these things are the beginning of sorrow.
All these things. Slap, hold on. You want to see famine, death, destruction, nations warring against each other, and you gonna think that's the end of the world. Shit, you niggas saw smoke in the air, and you thought it was the end of the world, the apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? How much more with all that other stuff? That's just the beginning of your problems, man. Because it's gonna get even worse. You're gonna have people, wild beasts, shit you ain't never seen before, man. Biting the chunk out of somebody's ass, man. Mainly you jakes, man. You disobedient jakes. You're gonna have to watch, you're gonna see people boiling their kids, resorting to cannibalism, man. Because you niggas like to eat. When's the last time a regular jake fasted for like 24 hours? Whole, dry fast. You niggas ain't fasting, man.
Eating baby stew.
Yeah, eating baby stew. He said all these are the what? The beginning of
Sorrows.
The beginning of sorrows, man. 2 Ezra 9:1.
This is 2 Ezra, the 9th chapter, and the first verse. It reads, he answered me then and said, measure down the time diligently in itself.
Yeah, measure the time diligently in itself. Again, we were saying in the beginning, how do you measure the time diligently? You look at the prophecies, you look at what's going on, and you take the scriptures, and you go through them, and you realize, oh, this is what it said. Oh, this is, and why are you measuring the time? Because the time we're measuring is the time that Yahweh Shai will be sent back here through his father. We don't know the exact time, but if you're following what's going on, you're like, oh shit, this is happening. And if you fear the Lord, it'll make you want to get right before he get here. You know what I'm saying? That's how you measure the time. Go ahead.
And when thou seest part of the signs pass,
So you ain't got to see the whole signs pass to repent or to try to get right with Yahweh Shai. You see it happening, partially you're like, oh shit, this is it. You start locking down, you start locking in the spirit, you start focusing, staying repentful, staying mindful. Go ahead.
which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yeah, you're going to, then once you see part of the signs happening, searching diligently, you're going to realize, oh, this is the kind of the Lord was talking about. Hey, that was Zakar was messing with him when he got up here. He was like, it's June. And I said, ain't no miracle trick. And when I said that, he laughed. Hey, when I said that, he laughed. Hey, yo, when I seen him, when I laughed, the brother looked at me. He was like, he kind of smirked, but it was like, because you got some people in Israel that see the chip being pushed, and they're not recognizing that it's the MOTB. So he can't recognize that. He like, to him it's not, but to a man of the Lord, you're gonna recognize it. It ain't gonna take us seeing lines of thousands of people getting the chip to realize, hey, this is the end.
Yeah.
No, once we start seeing them establishing a system for it, once you start seeing them pushing it to certain people for convenience purposes, man, oh hell no, that's it right there. And every nation in America, every nation in the world is moving digital right now. Every nation. It ain't just one, it ain't just two, it's every last one of them, man. They got it right now as we speak. They practicing for the CBDC. Okay? Hey brothers, all the brothers are gonna split up. Go ahead and start bringing it out. Bring it out.
This is no, you can take it now. Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself.
A prudent man, a man that looks well to what's going on, he's smart, he's insightful spiritually. He's gonna see what's gonna happen, he's gonna hide himself. And where you gonna hide at? They get what it says the Most High is tabernacle, it's a song. It's a strong tower. The name of the Most High is a strong tower. Look it up. Oh, what you got? What you got? Come on. Read it? Yeah, I'm about to read it. Go ahead, finish what you got.
The second verse, it says, Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
So then once these things are happening, you're going to understand that it's the same time in which Yahweh Bashar Shai is going to visit the world in which he made. And when the Lord comes to visit, man, it ain't going to be a polite visit.
This is Proverbs 18, verse 10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, for the righteous runneth into it and is saved.
Hey, the name of the Most High, the name of Yahweh Bashar Shai is a strong tower. And the righteous run into it and they are saved. So a prudent man won't what?
Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself.
Yeah, where we gonna hide ourselves at? In the tabernacle of the Most High, in the tower of Yahweh Bashar Shai. And that's what this is. All these brothers that's moving around, that's setting up these camps, not just here in New York City, but across the world. Today's Saturday. We got thousands of brothers right now as we speak, from the UK, all the way to Germany, from all throughout America, South America, Africa, setting up camps right now as we speak, preaching this word, man. Tabernacles of the Most High, as well as altars. Right there? No, this one keep going.
Yeah, okay, so let's see. We're going to continue on Proverbs. This is Proverbs 18 and verse 11. The rich man's wealth is his strong city, and as a high wall in his own conceit. So what this man has been doing? He's been creating all these buildings for us to work in, and he has made his wealth on our backs, and he has lied to us as he has made his wealth, and he continued to make his wealth on us, and now he's gonna turn around and keep us in suspense by lying and cheating and destroying us, and that's part of his wealth, because what he wants to do is also
Shalom, brother. Yeah, what you looking down?
Bro, you gonna be over with these brothers, right?
Yeah. Shalom, brother.
Shalom. How's everything, bro?
Good, man, good. The Wadi Help Bashar Shai. Hey, just bear with us, brothers. We just we moving the camp. Just bear with us. Okay. It's live, man. Can't pause it. No, it's gonna cancel the streaming.